These twin script writers, they really know how to build the tension, but they keep using the same storylines recycled over and over again. The suspense just isn't there anymore. Tonight, Carlos Correa got the Twins off to a nice start, hit a home run, basically the same swing going the opposite way, drove a sacrifice fly in for the second run. Luis Arias here ripping a hit. That Jorge Polanco advances from first to third on very well played by Ward out in right field, but Polanco advances first to third. That was huge because Gio Urshela basically has a swinging bunt that plates Polanco to put the Twins up 3-0 in a good spot in the top of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth inning with Yohan Duran pitching. A majestic fly ball by Shohei Ohtani. Did he catch it? He did not catch it. Byron Buxton, a game of inches, which will come up once again. Oh, just missed that home run robbing catch. This gave me such a bad vibe, and I can't really put any analysis as to why, but 2 outs, 2 strikes, mound visit, not that Correa coming out and really had a lot to say. I don't have a lot to, point to as to why that gave me such a bad vibe, but it did. Jorge Lopez walks that batter, extends the inning, and then this happens. Nick Gordon, I know a lot of people are frustrated with him on this play. I like to see a guy trying to make a play, but obviously it ended up being the wrong decision. Game of inches once again. Luckily, Correa throws a strike to get the out, extends the game into extras. Buxton with this just ridiculous play here. Just felt like a foregone conclusion. The Twins were losing in the 10th inning, and Buxton comes out, just pulls this out of nowhere with this double play. That's such a hard play to come in on the ball, dive in center field. But we knew what was going to happen with Emilio Pagán kind of being the last man standing in the pen. Twins lose on a walk-off 5-3. Here's the batting lines. Correa had a good night. Arias had a good night. But it doesn't really matter when you go 0 for 14 with runners in scoring position. They left 14 men on. Oh, a pathetic performance with runners in scoring position. I feel like I'm one of the more reasonable people when it comes to, especially not ripping on major leaguers. But that was pathetic. Dylan Bundy, a lot of people upset that he only threw 65 pitches. But this is Dylan Bundy still, people. Still Dylan Bundy. I was totally fine with him coming out after 5, and it's the bridge guys that you maybe nitpick. Thielbar and Jax pitched well. Duran and Lopez were coming in at the end game anyway. Those are the guys that gave up the runs. Pagán, another home run. Again, I'm not sure how much longer we're going to go on with this. It's obviously not going to happen with him. It's just not. Anyway, so that was just a crazy and entertaining game. Hard to say that when your team doesn't come up on top, but that was a lot happened. I was entertained. First pitch of the game for the Wind Surge, Edouard Julien takes out. He had a monster game. 4 for 4 with a walk, 3 runs, 4 RBI. That was his 15th home run. He also later steals his 13th base of the season. We'll get to that in a minute. But just going to show you each of his plate appearances because, he had 5 plate appearances. He reached base on all of them. I think he has like a 28 or 29 game streak of reaching base. And to kind of top it all off, this was a very close game. And as you can see, the Wind Surge coming from behind, he ties it up. Then in the 8th inning, he comes up, gets this. They give him a single on this. That might have been a little bit generous. But huge playmaker here. Steals second base. Again, in the bottom of the 8th inning of a tie game, gets on, steals second base, and scores eventually the go-ahead run on this. Anthony Prado. Again, we're back at it. The nightly Anthony Prado segments on these system recaps. He hits a double to score Julien, so just a monster night for him. Prado ends up getting thrown out at third. But the Wind Surge win this one. And again, Edouard Julien probably going to be the minor league hitter. No. Wait, we got to check on Matt Wallner. Look at this. Mosquitoes. That's what I'm calling it. And this, you have a California guy up there in St. Paul trying to fight off mosquitoes. No, this is perfect technique. He's from Minnesota. He's going to handle it. The next pitch, out, gone. That's why it pays off to have some Midwest guys. Some Minnesota guys around. They know this. They know these things, these techniques. So Matt Wallner hits a home run, his 24th home run of the year. He had a big game for St. Paul. 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, a double, and a home run. I'm going to show you his plate appearance that actually didn't produce a hit. the one where he drew a walk, which actually might have been something more encouraging than anything. He falls behind 0-2, and Matt Wallner strikes out in about a third of his plate appearances, but he's also getting on base a lot. He's also walking a lot. And look at the way this plate appearance goes. He ends up drawing a walk. He takes several borderline pitches and fouls off a few pitches as well. They keep kind of coming inside on him here, trying to get him on this pitch. I think 3 times they tried that pitch, and he just laid off it every time. Fouling balls off again, and eventually draws the walk here. I was really encouraged looking back on his game to see this, because, even if you strike out a lot, if you're hitting for crazy power and having long plate appearances, being a tough out, that's going to be all right. You can live with that. And then he hits this opposite field double. And again, this was all like left on left. The home run and that great plate appearance. So really encouraging stuff from Matt Wallner. Edouard, Julien, amazing. Twins game obviously ended awful. Bad loss, but wild, man. Wild. Thank you to all the members, all the premium members listed here. If you're interested in joining up and supporting the channel and these recaps and getting some bonus content and some other perks, please consider that. But thank you so much for watching. We'll talk again soon.